Today we come to what is perhaps a rather unusual title given to Our Lady, Virgo Potens, Powerful Virgin. When we consider the person of Our Lady, our first thoughts will be turned to one who is meek and mild, who has a calm temperament. And so we may ask ourselves, in what fashion is Our Lady powerful? Perhaps principally in the fact that she is so intimately connected with her Son. Her heart is not troubled by any form of distraction. She gave herself totally to God. And because of that total self-offering, she was prepared to become the Mother of God. And so her prayer power is focused on the good of her children. And surely if we are indeed her children, then we are able to share in a slight way in her prerogatives. She prays for us. She looks out for us. She keeps us from harm. Throughout the history of the Church, there are very specific moments in which the Christian people as a whole were greatly in danger. When we think of the Battle of Lepanto, an encounter with those forces that wanted to overrun Christendom and destroy it was eventually repulsed through the recitation of the Rosary. And it is that devotion in particular, which is the highest form of all devotions, that we can share in the power of Our Lady. We can look to events within living memory. After the Second World War and the division of Europe between the Western powers and the Soviet Union, Austria was indeed meant to be part of that Eastern Bloc. The bishops called on the people to pray particularly the Rosary for their deliverance. And one day the tanks rolled further eastward out of their country. And without wishing to be perhaps too provincial, in Topeka, Kansas, it's the capital of the state of Kansas. It is part of that extraordinary stretch of the continent that encounters tornadoes on a regular basis. This took place in the 1970s, 1980s. A group of people were praying the Rosary during the time that the tornado was coming through the city. All of the buildings around them were flattened completely. But theirs was kept safe, theirs was still solid, and they survived this dreadful encounter. It was through their devotion to Our Blessed Lady that people were able to obtain those very practical, necessary benefits. And so we, in our own day, with all the difficulties that present themselves to us, we should include in our prayers the devotion of the Rosary. That Our Lady, whose heart is so wide, so deep, and her care for her children so great, that we should present to her all our concerns, all our worries, and ask for her intercession, that before her blessed Son, he might grant through her prayers, all that is needed for our welfare. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.